Welcome back to more Tron Identity. Hello, hello, Space Pickle. Hello, chat. I've got my Mio, which is strawberry something, but it's not orange, it's red. I'm telling you, mostly for Space Pickle's benefit. Watermelon, maybe strawberry watermelon, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So woke up with yesterday's migraine going strong, but by the middle of the afternoon, when I was out and about forcing myself to run some errands, because timing, it faded. And it had faded by then, which is fantastic, and that is why I am here. Yay! I have a little bit of the visual sensitivity, but not much. I have a little bit of the word best good situation going on. Time is squishy, that's right, Izzy. But I have begun making the holiday gifts that I'm going to make for parentals and for brother and sister-in-law, and I have almost completed my purchasing of gifts to wrap. Tomorrow will be a wrapping day, probably. As he says, you think word best good, best time to do word-based game? Yes. Because that's the kind of channel this is he? I was hoping Mosier would pop in, honestly, because he seemed excited about the announcement thing I'm going to do. And wow, my beard, I need to trim it. It's getting all curly again, and where it won't go where I want it to go. Especially the grays. Space Pickle says, rapping. Izzy said, so masochistic stream. Got it. I mean, that kind of is my thing, I guess. So let's talk about streams. I'm going to be making a change in the new year. Of course, this all assumes that I don't get a job, or until I do get a day job. This is going to hold. No, not the masochism tango, Izzy. No. So, I think that I need more structure to my days. I think that that'll do me some good, both in keeping up with the job hunt, which I'm doing. I just can always do a little bit more, with working on things like writing, with working on things like plastic or candle making or whatever things that I want to, or like possible server farm that I want to do to make money that doesn't involve, while I'm out of work. Izzy says, gets concrete and rebar for Skippy's structure. It might take that, honestly. It might take that. So my idea is to do like co-working streams on the days that I don't already stream. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The idea is to just do like a just chatting stream. And if I'm accomplish the tasks that I want to accomplish, and move significantly forward in that, then I can switch up to a game and stream with you guys. Now this'll likely increase Twitch viewership, hopefully, maybe. We'll see, and maybe some subs. Izzy says, oh yeah, those could be very helpful. Space Pickle says, I have seen some very cool co-working graphics. Well, I'm thinking I'll probably do some of the Spirit City lo-fi stuff, at least to start, and then we'll go from there. But there'll be, I'll actually maybe re-chat while that's happening. And we'll see what happens. Oh, shared checklists and stuff. Neat. I do like the muffled basement of the electronica arcade, in this game. So I'm thinking I'll start this around the first of the year because I have the kiddos between Christmas and New Year's, and I want to spend time with them. So your face, arcade. Thanks, Izzy. Maybe that will help you too. Maybe Space Pickle. Also, speaking of that, I have had a whole lot of fun with the Satisfactory streams and with the Minecraft streams and with the Marvel Rivals streams and with the Mist Online streams because they have included other people. I've had with friends and family, and I have just loved it. I've been having a great time. And on the Twitch side of things, my viewership tends to be all over the map with that. Like, sometimes it's really low, sometimes it's extraordinarily high. It doesn't seem to go by a pattern. But yeah, I think if I do it pretty regularly, that'll smooth out. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not into Twitch as a business, as a way to earn an income. If that happened, I would be floored and appreciative like you wouldn't believe. But I use it as a way to socialize with my friends online, and I use it as a way to play video games that I enjoy playing and some that I don't enjoy playing. Izzy says, does it depend on the game being played? I know Satisfactory and Marvel Rivals probably on the high swing at the moment. Maybe, but like my Marvel Rivals, so Overwatch style games are not exactly what I'm known for. And even though I used to play Overwatch on occasion with the family, pretty often. On occasion might not be right. It was pretty often. I didn't always stream it though. So playing Marvel Rivals is a little bit outside of my usual content. So that one has been actually lower viewers. Satisfactory has been highly variable. Minecraft has been pretty solid. But and I have other multiplayer games like, No Man's Sky, which is Izzy's favorite game in which to build. So it's, stuff like that I wouldn't, sneeze at in the future. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to do more Mist Online with Monkey and maybe with you, Izzy. And if Shiloh shows up, Etane, if she shows up, obviously with her as well. And if Mosier wants to climb ladders again, with him as well. I would love to do that. That would be fantastic. Izzy, you'd be up for it? Alright. So yeah, I wanna get up to like a 5 to 6 days a week thing to streaming because and so also Space Pickle, that would include maybe co-streams with you. If Cam decides to go back to writing streams, maybe doing some co-streaming with Cam. If I can nail down some other streamers to co-stream with, I would love to do that too. I enjoy gaming with people and streaming with people. So there's no. This is why you're helping you out. Like reminded me about this aspect of it. So yeah, I wanna stream more, but I also want to use it to provide myself some structure because what got me into streaming in the first place was I wasn't playing the stack of games I kept buying and I had been buying for 15 years. They were just sitting there collecting dust. So streaming got me a reason to play those games, and that's what I've been doing. Now my library still keeps growing exponentially. Looking at Mosier, and looking at Screen Screamers Anonymous. Izzy says, might be good to have a maybe shared list that if you want, we could check in with you and help keep you accountable. Or like a to-do list? I don't know about the accountability side. I'm not really looking... Let's start out with structure for, like, time. Let's start out with... Let's go slow, Izzy. Let's go slow. I get very defensive very quickly when people provide input on things like how long it's take me to get something done, and then it takes me longer. So not sure where I'd want to go on that yet, because I don't want to trigger my own stubbornness in a counterproductive way. So I'm not sure about this shared to-do list, but I think saying I'm going to be streaming between these hours and these hours and getting this shit done or working on this shit, and if we get this shit done, then we can move on, or then I can move on to a game. As he says, that's fair. I'm like that too, so I wasn't sure if you wanted some check-in points. At least not to start. I'm going to be new to the whole co-working thing, really. I mean, hanging out. I've had the opportunity to do it a lot in some of the Discord and Guilded servers I'm in, but I didn't really experience it fully until Ace was here for that week, and she was doing homework while I was doing job hunting, and it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, and I enjoyed it. So that folded into this idea as well. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was. Crap-a-doodle. Was it with a game? Was it something with a game? Oh, that's gonna bug me now. That's gonna bug me. Scheduling, so like this hour to this hour, and then if I get it done, then I will play a game. Izzy says, another thing, if you didn't want to be on Twitch but stream on Discord, I'm sure some of us would be happy to do the co-working with you. Monday and Friday, be happy to do those. Sure, I could do that, but I really do not enjoy the streaming or viewing experience on Discord. I don't. I like Twitch's a lot better. Also, if I can, I'd rather do it all in the same place, so that people who see me here on Twitch doing the co-working and then moving into games, or just doing the co-working, see the update that like, oh, Skippy went live, but he's doing this game thing instead of the co-working thing because it's a Tuesday or a Thursday evening. You know, I do like being twitchy. Also, there's no opportunity to monetize either on Discord streaming, really. And I've already got a base for attracting viewers, and if they want to support, then they can support. And right now, I don't have the option of not considering that aspect of it. So yeah, there's that. Now, if I get a job at whatever level between now and the first of the year, obviously this idea will significantly change or get thrown out the window. Or at any point when I get a job next, the same. So yeah. Space Pickle says idea defenestration. 100 precisely that. Precisely that. Yeah, and like things like kids' doctor's appointments and stuff will modify that schedule a bit. Maybe I'll actually use Twitch's scheduling thing, though I'm pretty sure it's crap, so maybe I'll use Discord's. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so I think that was everything. I'm certain there's one more thing that about this idea that I have completely forgotten. So tomorrow, actually I may do sort of a test run tomorrow, because tomorrow I need to move the Minecraft server over from Microsoft's Realm service, the Bedrock server, not the one we all play on, the family Bedrock server. I need to move that over to the server in my basement, and that's tomorrow. So maybe I will stream that as a co-working stream, and that might be fun. So yeah, maybe I'll do a test run tomorrow, you guys. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. If I can remember the other thing, basic basement. I mean, it's not finished. They started finishing it, but they never finished finishing it. So it's an unfinished finished basement. Is that what a basic basement is? I don't know. Does my basement drink like pumpkin spice lattes? No, it doesn't. But then, honestly, if that gives you joy, who am I to shit on pumpkin spice lattes? Guys, by the way, I made frickin' pulled pork tacos for dinner, and oh my god, they were so good. All right, let's play a video game. Alright, here we go. As Corey Kenshin says, up, down, up, down. Meerkat, welcome on in. Hello, it's so good to see you. And welcome on in. So let's resume. We're a gumshoe in the grid. Oh god, that's very loud. I went past this. Is this super loud for you guys? Seems quite. This is very loud in my ears. Yes, okay. Is that better? Is this better? Squishy, welcome on in as well. Yes, better. Okay, is it good, or should I lower it further? I am more than happy to lower it further. Also, I like electronica. Surprise, surprise. Izzy says, see what else happens, then we can respond. Squishy says, I would lower it further because it's still very present. Gotcha. Will do. Will do. Alright. That is much lower. Space Pickle says, we had sushi tonight. Everything tastes like ginger now. So what I'm hearing is that everything tastes better now. This is like a fast forward button, I think. She stands ready, a stalemate. This moment matters a choice either way. What about Marianne? What about Gilligan? What about the professor? What about Mrs. Howell? Why do I know all of these characters' names still? And I have problems remembering my children's names sometimes. Oh my god. Or my excellent friend's spouse's names sometimes. It's the worst. Like, I know that Bob was not on Gilligan's Island. Brains are braining, yo. Right, that's true, Squishy. That's true. All right, is the audio good at this point? Should I move forward? I'm gonna sit my Mio either way. Brains be so brainy. All the brain time. Blood orange Mio. No, now you're just messing with me. No, it's strawberry watermelon. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to do this. You open your right hand, dropping the disc to the floor beneath you. It clanks metal against metal. Query, that's us. We're Query. I'm not your enemy, Proxy. My job is to investigate, not fight you. It's kind of bloody orange. Yeah, listen, we've been over this. Once again, color correction. It is like pink here. It's a red between red and pink here, and it shows up bright orange on the cam. It's because Space Pickle hasn't fixed my color correction yet. It's all his fault. It's all his fault. Right? Right? Exactly, Izzy. Exactly, Izzy. I feel I need to adjust my camera. Guys, I'm being incredibly picky today. And it's probably because I'm still recovering from the migraine. So, apologies. A little bit more. There we go. It's not Space Pickle's fault. Your color. I'm not colorblind though. Oh my lord, as some people say, I'm not here to fight you. My job is to investigate, not to fight you. She smiles, replacing her disc on her back. Squishy says, "How dare you like your stream in a very specific sensory settings?" Yeah, I get pickier about them when I have other brain things going on, Squishy, but also I catch your meaning. Thank you. Space Pickle says he's just color agnostic. Alright. She smiles, replacing her disc on her back. I'm glad. Genuinely. She walks over, picks up your disc, and hands it back to you before brushing past the elevator. Next time I see you, Query, I will have the power of Flynn. I'll remember the respect you showed me. Also, I'd like to note that if I remember correctly, the last time when we finished this, I suspected either the guy who hired us or the security guard of the guy who hired us. They both have reasons to have done this, and they're both not good people. So, of all the things to pretend beer is, I don't have, man, I wish I had some beer. What? To be fair, I've had a sensory hell day too, so send you a hug if you'd like. I love hugs, Squishy. And for a while there in my life, I was resistant to hugs, but as Space Pickle tried very hard throughout my 20s and 30s to break me of that. And I would have to say that he's been moderately successful, because I will pretty much accept hugs almost all the time now. As he says, but it will be a third person that you haven't met yet. Perhaps. Space Pickle says, "Oh, that's rough. Today was a kiddo-free day, which is a little sad but delightfully quiet too." Space Pickle, parent to parent, hell yeah, that yes. It is that you have perfectly captured that feeling. Izzy says, "Speaking of, so I need to make some mead." Izzy, that is always the case though? Right? Right? I will always happily drink the mead that you provide. Always. Squishy says, "I'm glad you're accepting hugs now. You look very huggable." I am. I'm very squishy. You might be able to relate. My kids are very adamant that I'm not ever allowed to lose my belly, because they like a warm, squishy dad. And they've disallowed me from ever. I'm like, I don't think that'll be a problem genetically and otherwise. There's no no likelihood of me losing my roundness. So, Izzy says, I know those days. Want some alone time, but don't want the kids out of the house either, right? Izzy, exactly. Izzy says, Skippy is very huggable. Oh, thank you. Space Beagle says, it was worth a few decades of gentle prodding. Gentle prodding? Tackle hugging from behind or from any other direction that I didn't see you coming does not count as gentle prodding, Space Pickle. You got better. You did get better. You did. You absolutely did. Squishy says, I have a warm squishy belly and a warm squishy boobs. Humans like falling asleep on me. Same. I've got like A cups, but they're there. Space Pickle says, maybe just older. You know what? Some of us believe that is the same thing. I'm not necessarily one of them, but some do believe that older and better is the same thing. Izzy says, that is gentle for Space Pickle. That is gentle for Space Pickle. Meerkat says, checks stream age rating. It should be, teen. I think it's rated teen. T for teen, maybe. I don't know. The Twitch changed their settings recently, and I haven't gone in and redone it. But even if my kids are in, I'm sure they've heard far worse than talking about squishy boobs. So my youngest is 13, and my oldest is 24. So if any of them pop on by, it's fine. It's fine. Gentle prod. Oh, Space Pickle says, I used to surprise a friend at her work. She'd drop her huge manager keys and run and leap at me. Always just friends. Nice. Izzy says, as long as we're not squishing each other's boobs, we're doing fine. Izzy, you stay away from my boobs. Damn it, Izzy, that's not helping. You let Proxy in. The elevator's door the elevator doors close. She is gone. The rain continues to smash the landing pad. You stand alone. You did that which no DOT must ever do. You made a decision. She's totally helping. Somebody play the audio alert. Oh, so that might have been the other thing. Hold on. Damn it, Izzy, that's not helping. Perfect, thank you. So, with the audio, you could go away now. Thank you. With the audio clips, we've run into a snag. Apparently, the free version of this Twitch plugin limits you to 10 channel point redeem buttons. I hit that limit. I added Cam's newest one, and I added Mosier's newest one. But I went to add Ember Lantern's first one, and it wouldn't let me. 10 is the limit. So
that's not a tree. See, I got tricked. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree, and this is a tree. I was lied to. Oh, I was not.
Hi, Treos.
Good at helping. Hey, bullshit.
Welcome on in, Treos. It's fantastic to see you. Oh, God. Alright, so might need to use a different plugin. Yeah, so here's the thing. I've been, as I told Space Pickle in person when we were hanging out and talking stream stuff, I've been avoiding using a PC-based bot because of reasons, mostly because of it seems more reliable if it's up in the cloud on somebody else's server that somebody else has to maintain. Unfortunately, that's when you run into these sorts of limits, and a local bot like Mix It Up, which is what I used when I was on Glimish and running Linux on my PC. Mix It Up works. So I am likely going to be switching over to Mix It Up in the near future again. The pickle poke was too short. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, that one was longer than pickle poke. I need to see if I can get that display to stay up longer on the on my my youngest's tree comment. So Mix a Lot? No, Treos. No, Mix It Up. So likely one of these streams that's going to be co-working is going to be involving setting Mix It Up back up. And then migrating my Nightbot stuff over to it, and migrating the audio plugin for this over to it. But the good news will be is that it will no longer cost channel points. I think at that point I can just make it a free command, though I'm not sure how wise of an idea that is. So I may be able to integrate channel point redeems into Mix It Up, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Yeah, wise is not something that we generally yeah. Okay, so back to the game, Izzy. So anyway, that's the I think that was the other thing that I was forgetting. All right, you made a decision. It's becoming a dangerous habit tonight. It's so cold out here. Why can they feel the heat and cold? Okay, these guys are in an unknown location. That's good, because I don't want to talk to them, because they're big freaking jerks. So that if nobody's in the admin office, we could probably go and rifle through it. The vault, we haven't been back to the vault to talk to the young dude yet. The library, I mean, we can make rounds, right? Let's go check on the lobby, because the last time we went to the lobby, it said there was nothing there of interest at that moment. Oh,
Two happen?
Yeah.
Tall and tan and
No.
and
Make Griffin do it.
The girl from Ipanema's coming to take your stuff inside your house. Here she comes. I haven't heard the song before.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. We'll see if that summons Cam. Space Pickle says, this is different from what played on my playlist today. Yeah, it's a slightly different. Hi, Cranky. Welcome on in, my friend. Welcome on in. So we're still playing Tron Identity, the visual novel. It was supposedly a 2-hour-long game, but talking to chat, yapping, as the kids say, likely has extended this game a lot longer, which I'm fine with. So we could go all sorts of places. So last time I went to the lobby, it implied that there might be something in the future down there, but so I want to kind of go check that out again. Oh, he's down there. Lobby is as you left it. Krish is down there. Alright, well, I don't want to deal with him. A lot has shifted since you were here before. You feel almost nostalgic. Across the room stands Grish. I've been looking for you. Okay. I've taken a break from babysitting the administrator. I wanted to see if you've made any progress. You accepted Grish. Yeah, earlier I accepted Grish's help. You impressed me while we worked together. I'm hoping that'll continue. But first I need you to clean my disk again. Still dropping memories. Prinz needs me at the top of my game, and I'm far from it. Of course, whatever helps. Because I get visions from... I get to see the memories that I restore. So I am absolutely happy to do this, because these memories might give me clues to motivations. Trejo says, I've always preferred visual novels to the invisible ones. Much easier to read. Just... So, good. That's okay, you weren't expecting a thank you. Grish removes his disc, rolls it around in his hands, tilting it to catch the reflection of the energy falls. Me and my disc, we've been through a lot. The adjunct war, cycles of work, keeping this place ticking over. I'm not someone who looks for help. I'm not someone who asks other programs for anything. I function independently. Tonight, I've learned something about trust. Aw, Grish. I don't know what's coming. That's why I'm asking for you to clear this up. But I'm glad we met. Wow. I turned this dude soft. Izzy says, kind of personal asking you to clean his disc. Yeah, this is incredibly personal. Trejo says, the pinnacle of humor. Disc jokes. Oh my god, you got... Thank you. I gotta thank you. He hands you the disc. Your hand hovers over the surface, ignites it. Time for defragging. Clear 7 cards of the same suit consecutively will unlock me his disc color, I guess. Alright, so I'm not seeing any blockers or weird stuff going on with his disc. So we want to clear 7 of the same cards. So let's start with this one. Oh no, why are you pointing at... Oh right, I did that wrong. Wait, no I didn't. So if I do this one, that's how I did it, that's right. And then I do... Well, that isn't going to do it. That's not going to... I made a mistake. We need to go out down the tunnel.
I can't go down.
What was that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Cam! Welcome on in. Cam, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome on in. I've already messed up a puzzle because I'd forgotten quite how to do these, but that's fine. Everything's fine here. So let's do 7 of the same suit consecutively. Are there shit? So if I do... Alright, let's get rid of this one. That'll help me do these. So we do this one. And then we do... this one. Oh, I may have fucked it up again. This one. I did. I messed it up, you guys. I messed it up. We're only going to get to 4. Yeah, we're only going to get to 4. Crap on a stick. Okay. So I can reset. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of the ones between the pluses to make sure that there's like 2 between. So if I get rid of, that's not going to work. 7 and 7. Yeah, that'll work. This one, and why doesn't that work? That's a 4 and a 4. That's not what I want to do. I'm not trying to do that game. This'll work. 3. Why won't you let me do that? I should... Oh, it's right next to it. I can't go 2 over. Right. Okay, so... more rules that I had forgotten. Your profile now says Spickle offline. Fantastic. Cranky says, how do you do it? So, you have numbers and you have suits, much like playing cards. To clear, you match 2 that are either right next to each other or have 2 between them. You can see the smaller arrows. I can't point them out because as soon as I move the mouse, they disappear. But if you see the smaller arrows, next to it. Those point out the cards that are possible to remove. The suit has to match or the number has to match. Then you can use that to remove them. My goal to unlock this disc color is to clear 7 cards of the same suit consecutively. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do that with the pluses. It is possible to do with the pluses. So what I'm trying to do, and the end goal to fully restore this memory, is to get it down to 2 cards left. But to do the 7 of the same suit consecutively, I want to space them out so that they can be cleared properly. So I need to remove the stuff that's between these farther out ones. Also, like this one, move that, because now this 3 and this 2 can be removed. Space them. That's right, Space Pickle. Thank you for that. So like this one and this one, if they were right next to each other, that would work. But as it is, this 5 and this one can go. We'll bring one. And now they're still not quite there. So the 0 and the 1. And now these 2 are close enough to each other to go. And this one can be gone with a 0. So now I need to work on this area to get these closer. How do I want to do that? 7 and 7 can go. Are those the only numbers that are matching, though? Yes. 7 and 7 can go. 7 and 3 can go. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I can always take the move back, though, and it doesn't, like, I could do this, and it doesn't penalize me. So what I probably want to do is this. Because then I can do this. So now we need to remove one more here. So let's do this. Now, these are close enough to do the same with. So now we can get started on hitting our goal. So we do the 4 and the 6. We do the 4 and the 1. We do the 4 and the 0. And then we do 3 and the 2. 3 and the 5. 4 and the 3. And the 7 and the 4. There, we did it. So we've unlocked the disc color. Now we need to focus just on solving the rest of the puzzle. On getting them all down to 2 left, which is our target. Hi, Kev. Welcome on in, my friend. You're here to idle. Bye. All right, well, thank you for the lurk, Kev. I appreciate it. Let's do triangles. No, they're not at the right distance from each other. But this and this are, and they're the same number. So that worked. This and this are, actually, hold on, let me undo that. Now, because then I can do this, and then I can do this. That one. That one. Oh, these are too close now. I can do this. And then do... No, now they're too... Let's do this. And then this. And then this. We got a 4 left, so let's do this. Sevens, triangles all the way over there. Of course, I may have put myself at an impasse. Oh no, I could do this 2 and 2. Okay. If I do this, then I can do this. Ah, nope, that was a mistake. There we go. There we go. What? No! It's too... Alright. There we go. Memory restored. Completed in 600.5 seconds. New disc color. Purple! I unlocked purple disc color. Memory adjunct. The tank blast shook the barricade Grish and Proxy huddled behind. They know we're here, Proxy gasped. Grish shook his head. The soldier was a rookie, a new program unrefactored by the experience of 100 disc wars. She'd never held a friend in her arms as they de-rezzed. He had. Keep your head down. They're carpeting the area, not gunning for 2 nervous programs. They'll move on. A small nod. She dropped to a sitting position and drew her disc, inspecting its contents. I'm a little fragmented. I could use a few millicycles to clean up the damage. Take your time. We're stuck here until this unit moves past. Grish pulled a flask from his shoulder, gulping down energy as he joined Proxy on the ground. After he had downed half, he offered the flask to her. She had ignored him, consumed in her disc edits. She was learning, he mused, prioritizing. Good. They might survive the next few centicycles. Continue. Ah, that clears some of the mist. He frowns. You let Proxy in. Yep. I've heard intel that Proxy is moving through the building. My men have been unable to track her exact position, but this isn't good for any of us. There are sensitive things contained here. Secrets. Contents of the vault. Yes, one vault's been destroyed, but there are others. As he says, I'm a little fragment, short and stout. Oh no. As you know, we don't know the contents of all of them, but if it's there, it's valuable to someone. Someone powerful. I'm sure it made sense at the time, but you opened a dangerous door. We have to stop her before she does any damage. Oh, I lost Grish's trust by letting her in. Did she say anything to you about her plans? She wanted to take advantage of the chaos. It's working. What can I help you with? If I remember, the magnifying glass means I can ask all of them. Where's Prinz? Grish shakes his head no. I wouldn't tell you if you had a disc to my throat. He's safe, is all you need to know. There are parts of this place only I know about. Fair enough. How are your men holding up? Good. They're securing floors throughout the building. I've told them to keep clear of your investigation for now. My priority is securing the repository. If Proxy came, so will others. Maybe you'll help them too. Oh. You know what? Just be petty then. Be petty. How are you doing? All right. I'm looking forward to rejoining your investigation after this is done. I've been better. No more questions. You need to get back to Prinz. I do. Good luck out there. He gestures toward the elevator. You take the hint and leave. Hopefully he can keep his side of things together. Alright, that was actually informative. He's definitely got some... Oh, now we have 3 people that are at unknown locations. He's got some super got some long-term bitterness for with what's her face. So the pirate's probably gonna be in here. Let's check the vault again. The vault is much as you left it. Outside, the falling debris of the explosion has stopped, and the room has begun to cool from the rain and wind outside. Cass stands by the hole in the vault wall. They look more confident than you remember, more ready. Hello, Query. Alright, again, so we don't have the magnifying glass, so we can only pick one. Are you okay? Be careful over there. I need you functioning. How's the view? Let's show concern. We did help them recover after all. They turn to you. Not at all, no. But I appreciate you asking. They reach out into the void. The rain feels peculiar to me. It shouldn't. It's rain. Most common thing on the grid, right? Yeah. So why is it so strange? They withdraw their arm, wipe it dry on their robes. What if there was no theft, and whatever they were holding in here was just unstable and blew up? It's cold out there. Especially so tonight. That's strange to me too, the sensation. They walk over to you. I apologize, ignore me, everything feels strange right now. They are clearly still suffering from the damage they took in the explosion. How goes the investigation? I still don't know the fundamentals of the case. That is incredibly accurate. But also so is I don't know who I can trust. The answer to that actually is no one. So there's a lot of power. All of these are true. But I still don't know the fundamentals of the case. No, I've not been much help, have I? You smile and attempt to reassure them.
That's not a tree. See, I got tricked. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree.
This is a tree.
This is a tree.
That's a tree.
This is a tree.
This is
a tree.
That's a tree.
I was lied to. Oh, I was not.
You were not lied to. Nice one, Cam. Nice one. Hopefully I can help you learn more before that thief causes more trouble. You heard about Proxy? I did, from Prinz. He made Grish bring him here to meet me. Apparently he had to see me for himself. He seemed scared. Prinz, I mean. Grish seemed quite excited by the idea of a fight. It's endlessly fascinating how fast information travels in confined spaces. Ironic to see the same in a place so defined by secrecy. You're safe. She's not interested in you. If you say so, you leave it there. Case seems frustrated. Whatever I was guarding, it's safe to assume I failed in my task. I can't let that happen again. Meaning? Meaning I want to help you. Nice. Icy has gone live, everybody, just so you know. I may, if she's still streaming when we're done, maybe we'll give her a raid. This is not uncommon among victims of a crime. The need to contextualize themselves as active participants by assigning themselves blame. Claw back some autonomy. Victims are usually blameless. Sometimes, though, we need to find out what was stolen. Okay. You nod. They remove their disc and hand it to you. Their hands are shaking. We don't have to do this. Yes, I think we probably do. They smile bravely. I want to know the truth of this just as much as you do. More, possibly. This disc holds an answer. Alright, back we are. Clear 3 cards of the same value consecutively. Oh, we've got blockers. Okay. Of the same value. All right. We got a 9 there. Nope, that was silly of me. Undo move. All right, we need to make sure the 9s are going to be, or whatever the numbers are going to be in proximity to each other. So we can clear... We can clear 2 1s here. But there are only 3 1s total. So that doesn't work. Unless... No, we can do it. Okay, so we do this one to here. And we do this one to here. And we do this one to here. Boom, we did it. Cleared 3 cards of the same value consecutively. Okay. Our target is 3. Okay. Cam says, I can understand that in... Oh, is he... how you been? Is he baking yesterday and today? Not as extensive as it sounds, but I'm over it. Cam says, I can understand that entirely. I'm done with healing. It's boring. Nuh-uh. Healing's good. Alright, that one actually was a bad move. Let's leave this one behind. Okay, Yeah, Cam says, yeah, Treya says, have you tried healing instead? Just kick someone with the heel of your foot. Very therapeutic if you kick the proper person. Cam says, I have no proper people to kick within range, sadly. Many out of range. Space Pickle says, just improper people. Cam says, yes, my friend who is helping me at home would be an improper person to kick. That's true. Gotta give you that. There we go. Memory restored. New disc color, red. View the memory. White light. Heat. Rippling outward in waves. Light punches past white into a brightness unimaginable. A rumble, growing into a roar, transforming into a scream. Silence. Darkness. A hum. A sizzle. Everything. Nothing. Interesting. Continue. You hand the disc back and Caster places it on their back. Their eyes flash as they sink. Silence. I want to do something real quick. Can I... What's Codex? Characters... No. Config. I can't change my character from here? Can't change to my purple? That's silly. Silence. Anything? They look at you. No. They look uncomfortable, frustrated. I don't know what was stolen or who stole it or... Nothing at all. No, no. Tears swell in Cass's eyes. I want to be helpful. I really do. I want to be the one who cracks the case and finds out what happened here with you. I know there's something in there. I'm missing it. You know they want to help. This is heartbreaking. Cass falls to their knees, shaken. You kneel down to join them. I don't remember anything or anyone. I was alone in the vault. An explosion. Oblivion. Wait. They... You were in the vault? Yes, of course. That's where you found me. You were alone. Realization dawns on Cass's face. I was alone. Treya says, my kids are playing Switch Mario Kart and their aunt, with their aunt online. I just heard my youngest say, what? I hate everybody. Nice. New information. Not much, but something to build on. Could someone have been hiding in here with you? Cass thinks back, tries to remember. In a room this dark, their light would have been easy to spot. But maybe? Doesn't add up. Yet. You help Cass back to their feet. We are making progress. Slow, though. For now, they're right, but you have something to ask the others about now, at least. Do you have any suspects at all? 1. Sierra. But something seems off, doesn't it? You'll get to him soon. Cass nods and looks back to the window. I think I'd like to be alone for a little while, if that's okay. I have to try and remember something more. Anything, really. You respect their request and leave as the vault continues to cool. True Mario Kart feels indeed. Alright, this is the admin office landing pad. Let's go to the library and talk to Sierra again. The library feels like a mirage. Given everything else going on in the rest of the building, it is peaceful, calm. The tree shielded those here from the memory bug. It seems to also shield them from the petty concerns of Proxy and the others. As you enter, Ada ushers you over. She seems less comfortable than before. Greetings again, program. She looks around, checking there is nobody with you. Definitely uncomfortable. What's wrong? Ada gestures to the door you entered through. She's coming here, isn't she? The thief? You suspect that if Proxy thought the information she needed was in the library, she'd already be here. You say as much to Ada. I suppose that makes sense. She must think it's hidden somewhere more private than my garden. Did she say what she was looking for? I only have the choice of helping or hindering. I cannot be neutral in the two answers provided. Cranky says the Mario Kart experience personify. Yes. It is a friendship-ruining game, much like Mario Party. Much like Mario Party. Some kind of super-powered modification. You know what? I'll tell Ada. If I get caught in a lie between Gris and Ada, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Ah, the key. I've heard the stories too. Code that grants the powers of a user. If it exists, I've never seen it, and I've seen most things. Somewhat reassuring. Ada seems reassured. I hope I did not give the impression earlier that I am naive. I have my dealings with the outside world. I understand the nuance of my code's work. Its ethical complexity. I'm here to solve a crime, not to judge. She nods. Another who understands their purpose. I respect that. I mean, to understand it, it also is in flux, Ada, so... Izzy's sister gives no quarter either. She's not going easy on them. That tracks with what I know of Izzy's sister. I need to confess something to you. I'm listening. I worry that I may have played a role in the theft and now in Proxy's attempt. Sorry? You're working with someone on the outside? Yes, but not how you think. She breathes deeply, centering herself. Eyes still closed, she continues. She continues as she's asking me out on a date because she's purple, and that's the best. Ada says, while I believe that information must be controlled and structured, I think that it must be spread. Our administrator Prinz has been more cautious with this than I'd like. Take Sierra over there. The automata had to send him here to bargain for access to our records. Why could we not simply share? See, Ada, that's what I'm saying. Data pruning is important. Public access must be shaped and refined. But if the public never has access, then what purpose does that serve beyond a pretty garden inside a box? Exactly. Yes, not with the pruning. But, you know. Another deep breath, a little shudder in this one. I've been releasing small packets of data. Highly curated, of course, but I've been releasing them. It was intended to inspire, but I worry it was too successful. Rumors of secrets still hidden here have been circulating, building interest. You think that's what brought Proxy here? You think they stole some data from the vault? I don't care about Proxy. Don't give a fuck about Proxy. That's not my job here. Did you miss the announcement? Yes. But I'm happy to repeat, Ember Lantern. Also, hello, Ember Lantern. So, sort of an announcement, Cam, sort of. So, I have an idea, and the idea, when I put it, is okay. So, job. Let's do this again. We're gonna pause, everybody, and I apologize for those that have heard it, but I would like to say it again. And also, hi, Ember Lantern. So, I'm gonna have the kids here between Christmas and the New Year's. So this change will take effect right after the New Year. I am looking to start to add more structure to my day. I think it's going to help me help me get more job hunting done and help me move forward on my projects. And I have a lot of irons in the fire with regards to projects, and I'm kind of excited for all of them still, even if I've let a couple of them go by the wayside. So I think adding more structure to my day will absolutely help me with that. So what I want to do, do the politician thing. What I want to do is rewind a little bit. When I started streaming games, it was because I did not play the games that I bought, and they just sat collecting dust. So streaming them got me to play them. And Berlander says, don't leave your iron in the fire too long, it'll actually burn. That's what I get for having a blacksmith in frickin' chat. Thank you, Ember Lantern. So, the idea is that after the first of the year, on the days that I don't normally stream, or even maybe on the days that I do, I want to do a daytime stream on a schedule where I get a task or set of tasks done, and that if and when I finish those tasks, I switch over to a game. It'll be a co-working stream to start with. That's the plan. So that would be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays currently that I'd be adding that into. And I will be dealing with. I will probably be more interactive with chat. Oh, you love this plan. Okay. The other announcement is that I will be switching off of Nightbot back to Mix It Up, because Ember Lantern, the audio file wasn't the only issue I ran into getting your audio stuff up and running. The other issue was that the free version that we're using Cam is all on board with this as well. So the free version of the plugin that I'm using for the audio clips, Babu down with the bot. No, well, okay, listen, the free version of the audio clips has a 10 clip limit for channel points. And we hit it just before we did yours, because I did Cam's and I did Mosher's. So I don't want there to be a limit, and I'm pretty sure the only way I could do that is to have a bot on my machine rather than use one that's on somebody else's machine up in the cloud, like Nightbot is. So we will be switching from Nightbot over to Cam. To be fair, Ember Lantern, Cam offered to remove one of theirs so that you could have yours. And I said, no, I want everybody's, and I need to find a way to do that. Shadow, hello, from Nightbot to Daybot, close, Shadow, but no. No. Cam, no, it's not your fault. So those are the announcements. That's fair. I just want context is important. Context is important. So Shadow, you just either you just caught or just missed my announcement. So, but welcome on in. It is always my fault. That's true. Let's get back to the game.
Yeah, pickle poke. Just gave him the old pickle poke. You gave him the old pickle poke.
The old pickle poke. Shadow says, yep, I completely missed all of the announcements because I have perfect timing. Well, I've done them twice now, so you're SOL. But also, welcome on in, my friend. Short version, long, more Skippy stream. Yeah, that's true, but not all gaming streams. Just chatting and co-working streams is the idea. It is the idea. I'm going to run a test run. Also, I'm going to run a test run tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day to switch over the Minecraft server for the family Bedrock server off of Microsoft's Realm service onto the server in my basement. So, Ember Ledger says, I'm here for the skip, only occasionally, for the skip died. Nice. Also, there was another announcement that I want to lean in on the multiplayer stuff, because I've been while my numbers have been all over the map with them, I have enjoyed myself a ton playing Mist Online with Monkey, playing Satisfactory and with you, Ember Lantern, and with Izzy, playing Marvel Rivals with Monkey, Link Mega, and playing Minecraft with Izzy and Space Pickle, and sometimes you, Ember Lantern. Like, I want to lean into the multiplayer a little bit more, because I've been having a lot of fun despite Space Pickle getting so goddamn bored. And once Space Pickle starts streaming, and even maybe before that with other streamers, I want to get more involved with co-streaming. Oh, by the way, hold on. I can't imagine that anyone here is not already following Shadow. Shadow is a pseudo uncle to the kids from the Lansing area and is a fantastic streamer. Should actually immediately go and follow Shadow so that you get notified when he goes live. If it's retro and it's RPG, it's very likely that he's played it or is playing it currently. He is not boring. He does not disagree, and your community is a hell of a trip. Your community is absolutely a trip. So you're not going to be bored watching a Shadow stream. So there. It says, there's not much about me that's even remotely holy. That's... Anywho... What else? What other valuable could Core have in there? Why don't we ask Core? There is nothing more precious, more important than the data we possess. The information in this room, in the repository as a whole, is all we need to guide our culture. I made our work here prominent in a way that had not been before. I opened the door. You let that hang in the air for a moment. You're not responsible for the explosion. A smile. Not directly, no. I should have seen it as a likely outcome, though. A gift for prediction, it's part of my work. She steps out of your way. You should talk to Sierra. He spoke highly of you after your first meeting. Good. That would make this next interrogation easier. Not interrogation, conversation. Conversation. Yeah, you should have, says Ember Lantern. Also, let's see if the timeout is done. There we go. Also follow Space Pickle for when he decides to start streaming and to see if it works out for him, so that you guys can be notified and harass the ever-loving bejesus out of him during his first couple of streams to see if he enjoys it or detests it. As if there's no middle ground. Absolutely do that. Your face is a timeout. Thanks, Ember Lantern. Bam. You nailed it. You walk out onto the viewing platform. Sierra stands enormous, watching you approach. Query. Greetings, program. Come now, we're too acquainted now for such formalities, surely. Space Pickle will read chat. Dang! Dang! Shadow says, I shall always follow a pickle. Just for you, Skipford. Thank you, Shadow. But also, this is a space pickle. So, pickles in space. You charmed Sierra. Oh, that's right. Earlier I charmed Sierra. Sierra smells warmly. I found our last conversation engaging. Refreshing to experience a little respect. He leans forward. How can I help you with your investigation? I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Just give him the old pickle poke. You gave him the old pickle poke.
Listen, I may have a reputation for ignoring all of you. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, God. I'm so good at helping.
Bullshit.
That's right. That's total bullshit. 100%. Squishy says, are we bullying someone with love? Maybe. Our chat does that a lot, Squishy, where we bully each other with love. Absolutely. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. You stand in front of Sierra. He sits. I am grateful that you came alone. Ask your questions. Oh, look at all these questions! And I get to ask all of them! Is it you? Should you contribute? I mean, listen, I'm just gonna sip my Mio here for a sec. Hydration is important, and Aceface, my daughter, keeps telling me that coffee doesn't equal water. So, I don't know where she got that silly idea. Lies, right, Ember Lantern? Right? Lies. Lies. Coffee?
They're indestructible, and they're everywhere.
Thank you so much, Squishy. And Meerkat got the sub. Nice. That's fantastic. That is hilarious. Thank you so much for that sub, Squishy. I appreciate you. Your face is fantastic. Bam, nailed it. Thank you. All right, tell me about Ada. He looks over at her, back to her pruning. She has been kind to me. Well, as kind as the situation allows. We have had a number of conversations about this library. Did her data leaks bring you here? No, I came of my own accord, the accord of the automata. Our culture is very different from core. Our programs decide a course of actions as a group. We act to serve our community rather than ceding power with only a select few. Ah, they're communists. That's coming from someone not drinking enough coffee. I had a significant amount of coffee earlier in the day, for sure. But Ace Face is not allowed to drink very much coffee, being only 13. So, for a culture who believes so strongly in Clue, you don't seem to have learned the central lesson of his story. Will that backfired? Yes. Oh, Meerkat's got the Skipford Bam. Nice. I have no complaints about my treatment by Ada. You know anything about remote detonators? No, automata would never use something as clumsy as that. When we must defend ourselves, we don't lower ourselves to mimicking the user tech of myth. He looks genuinely offended at the suggestions. What weapons do automata use? He smiles, proud. Primarily our discs, like you. Beyond that, our tech would appear very alien to you. It is based on the elegance of machine design, not the aesthetics of the users. So, the automata are like our AI, like our machine learning algorithms. I too can unlock the BAM. Fantastic. I hope. See, in this is the proper beverage to drink right there. Laser coffee. It is based on the elegance of machine design, not the aesthetics of the users. Doesn't seem likely that this is the program you're looking for. Ooh. I can change the angle. Also, I'm really happy that my character is a person of color in Tron. Like, that is not something that you see a lot of. And I am super happy about it. Look at, like, yeah. Shadow says, proper drink. Must be the coffee with liquor in it. Listen. Oh, I need to get some Baileys or something to put in my coffee. Anyway, what's your opinion of Grish? I don't want to talk about that program. Neither. That's understandable. Where were you at the time of the explosion? I was in here with Ada. That's why my memory was unaffected. I was on a tour. So, why the thing that exploded has to do with memory. It was likely a device or an algorithm or something that had, or a storage device for memories. Shadow says, I've been drinking Kahlua chocolate sips, though not been sipping it. Those are the little Kahlua bottles? Oh, yep, I've had a few of those in my time. You wonder why this alibi is only coming up now. Why nobody asked. You suspect you know why. You could still have triggered it remotely, so you couldn't have done it. You know, I think you might be right. Sarcasm. Nice. No, it's a Kahlua they added Hershey's syrup to. So like an alcoholic chocolate milk for you. It's a 700. Oh, it's still 750 milliliters. Got it. Shadow, I know how much you love your chocolate milk. But yeah. That's, wow, that's dangerous, I think, in your hands. Space Wheel says, I just caught up. I was shouted out. You were. Do the automata want anything in particular from Core? To be left alone, mostly. Access to this data would be a beautiful addition, though. This data belongs to all programs, not a select few. A sincere answer. No more questions. Good. A thought occurs to you. Why didn't Ada already tell me you had an alibi? I know why Grish didn't ask you for one, because he's a jackass. Why didn't Ada already tell me that you had an alibi? Sierra laughs. After all you've seen, all you've investigated, you still presume that a puppet of Cora's would actually go out of their way to be helpful. Nice. Oh. Beat dropped. You drank the entire bottle in just 2 weeks? Nice, Shadow. Skifford was talking you up, so when you started streaming, you have a lot to live up to. No pressure. He laughs again. It doesn't feel good. Maybe I did it remotely. Maybe I'm pulling the strings. Maybe I masterminded that thief's appearance, too. He stands up. The laughter stops. I think I'm done with this now, program. Ada runs up, hearing Sierra's bellowing laugh at the other end of the library. Is everything all right? Why didn't you tell me Sierra was here during the explosion? She looks at her feet. It was inconclusive data. You pruned. You held back just enough to stay in control, as is your nature. Sierra is staring sternly at you. I am done. Me too. I heard you. He steps forward, brushes a hand against the force field, making it sizzle. I am innocent. Allow me to leave. Ada looks confused. But Grish commanded. Sierra points at you. He is the assigned DOT to my case. If he chooses to, he can end my questioning at any time. And if there are no questions, then I will leave. You consider his request. I'm gonna make Grish's day the worst ever. I'm gonna make Grish's day so bad. Space Pickle says, Psh, I am ready for maximum weird. Switch off the force field, Ada. Is that a good... Do it. Yes! Yes! She does. Sierra Sands, seemingly surprised by your decision. I'm free to go? Yes. I know my way to the sprawl if I have anything else to ask. He nods. That's all the thanks you'll be getting. He steps past you and slowly makes his way to the elevator. Was that wise? He didn't do it. She looks after Sierra as he gets into the elevator. I suppose not. The force field begins to reactivate. You turn and walk away, past the trees and the waterfalls. It seems more peaceful now, less corrupted. Another decision. Screw you, Grish. Inspire someone to change their path. Oh. Look at that. Look at how many people are in unknown locations now. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's go to the admin office. Let's root around while Prinz is out. You entered Prinz's office. He and Grish are long gone. Grish didn't say where. You don't blame him. You look around. This is a good opportunity to explore Prinz's collection of user artifacts. Look at the book. Tucked away on a shelf is a thick, heavy book. Its cover shows an abstract landscape rendered in bright light and polygons, not dissimilar to views you've seen at the outskirts of the grid. In white block capitals, it says ARC X0711 beneath. Instruction Manual. You flick through. This is a description of a machine, but specifically a machine for housing programs. Oh, it's a computer. You blink. This is a book about the machine in which the grid resides. Some kind of guide for users. This is profound. Learn more. You skim back through the book to the introduction and begin to read. Jump aboard the ARC X0711 and be swept away to a future like none you can imagine. Congratulations on your new purchase. With the unique technology at the heart of Encom computers, you can feel confident that no matter what the task, your hardware will be up to the challenge. So sit back, relax, and float above the flood of lesser hardware with the powerhouse you can take with you, TM. Keep reading. Oh my goodness, how much of this manual can we read? You keep flicking through sections on specific software, spreadsheets, word processing, games. You remember hearing wise programs speak of other computers. The many grid theory. This book seems to back that up. It implies that many users have their own computers. This concept is terrifying. Too deep now. Continue reading. Find a section with strange words and symbols. They call it code. Instructions, ancient runes with which one can actually build programs. This is Flynn's method. This is how we created this place. How he created us. Cam says, I said something even more outlandish, that you would read chat. That's true. Cam said that. No. It was said that we manifested later, but Flynn seeded the world with this code. This is the recipe for life itself. Put it back. You replace the book on the shelf, a little shaken by how close you just were to truths you cannot fathom. Learn more. A shiver, and then your focus returns. Look at the small statue. You walk over to the shelves on the left, a little shaken by how close you just were to truths you cannot... Oh, no, I did that already. You walk over to the shelves on the left. A small statue sits up on the shelf. It is simple, white plastic with printed up blue highlights, but you recognize it instantly as Tron himself and take it from the shelf. You've never seen a statue like this before. Intricate hinges attach his limbs. You can fold and move them in a simulation of movement. It's an action figure! Is this a user toy? If so, did the users know the story of Tron too? Consider the object. You were raised with the stories of Tron, his fight for the users, his eventual disappearance. The disciples of Tron modeled themselves on his example, seeking truth and justice, standing up to power, new or old. Tron was programmed to fight for the users, but DOT fight only for the truth. You'd like to meet him one day if he still functions? The back. You place the statue delicately back where you found it. Look at paper clipping. You walk over to the shelves on the right. A slightly crumpled piece of paper is tucked between two other boxes. You pull it out. It's an article of some kind. You read it. Renaissance Man by Ethan Romero. The first thing I learned about Edward Dillinger was his taste in helicopters. As I sat waiting for him at the rooftop bar of the One Moss Street, I was startled to see a jet black helicopter fly past the window, illuminated decadently with red strip lighting. My subject would later explain to me that he found the red glow soothing after a long day staring at computer screens, but to me, it was pure showmanship. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Keep reading. You skip forward a few paragraphs. Dillinger laughs, his English lilt giving an impression of a man out of time, a man from a more sophisticated past, perhaps? Of course, this is an illusion. My subject is a man of the future, a great inventor, famous for his pioneering work in artificial intelligence. He waves away any celebration away, of course. For him, his proudest work is in the field of arcade video games. He aspires to be an artist in the field and envisions a day where these electronic fancies are as celebrated as poetry, music, and film. Me too. Me too. I chuckle at this, but he seems ardent. You've never heard of this man. Read a little more. Skip a few more paragraphs ahead. Dillinger has recently crafted his most important invention of all, a son. I ask him if Eddie Jr. shares his inventive streak. He assures me that Eddie is already showing an aptitude for mathematics and computing. He's a born leader, too, with a ruthless command of the sandbox. He's running rings around his kindergarten teachers. Dillinger tells me the boy doesn't suffer fools gladly, like father, like son. Chat text size 45. Nice. There's only so much sycophancy you can stomach at a time, especially for a user you've never heard of. I could back away. You return the clipping to its nook on the shelf. Look at blinking device. The device blinks with a red light in the corner. You pick it up. Small buttons cover its surface. The blinking light radiates from a tiny screen. Carefully press one and a simple image on the screen blinks to the right. Another button and the image blinks left. Curious. Keep playing. You press another button and the image blinks up the screen. You realize these buttons indicate movement. You press another button to the right and a smaller image blinks up the first. This is some kind of representation, a simulation. Is the first image a program and the other a disc being thrown? Why would Prinz have such a thing? Why would anyone bother to make it? You return the device to its corner, utterly confused. Look at the jacket. You walk over to the shelves on the left. You reach for a jacket hanging in the corner. An odd garment, gray chest and cuffs, with red sleeves. The collar looks vaguely military, and 2 large pockets flank the chest. Practical item. You've never seen anything like it. No light, and the material feels alien, otherworldly. Did this belong to a user? Someone important enough for Prinz to have it in his collection? Investigate further. You poke the strange clasps, presumably designed to hold it together. Ever the detective, you reach carefully into a pocket. Your hand brushes over some small cards. You pull them out. Duplicates, each one printed in bright red. Flynn's Arcade. Huh. You replace the jacket carefully. You'd rather nothing was out of place for Prinz's return. Leave. You take one last look at the place. Next time you're here, you'll see Prinz back at that window. Unfortunate, he probably won't let you look at his toys again. You head back out the way you came in. Everything exactly where you found it. Okay. So we know Prinz is going to be back there. So he's no longer... So the landing pad isn't actually that important to me. But let's go there anyway. Maybe we'll have more conversations with What's-Her-Face. The rain is deafening now, like the users themselves are mocking the hubris this place represents. The landing pad isn't as empty as when you saw it last. You see Proxy's glow at the other end of the landing pad immediately, green refracted through raindrops. You are more surprised by the program at her feet. Red light shines from his defeated figure. It's Prinz. Oh! Hello, Query. She yells through the blast to the rain as you approach. Be a good program, turn around and walk back in and continue your precious investigation. Prinz looks up. He's clearly there against his will. He put up a fight. Let's ask about Grish. Did you derez Grish? Unfortunately, we've not met yet tonight. He left this one alone while looking for you in the lobby. She laughs as Prinz looks down at the ground. He couldn't even run and hide right, the fool. Prinz straightens up and speaks, although it seems to take some effort. I don't know where this user key is. I'm afraid I don't even know what it is. Proxy laughs. You keep saying that, or that it's a myth, a fairy tale maybe, but I can tell you're lying. How can you tell? I don't want to save Prinz. I don't. Fucking CEO. He's a core administrator. If he's talking, he's lying. Prinz locks eye contact with you, begging for your help. You nod to him. What exactly are you planning here? Proxy smiles. It's simple. This one knows where the user key is or can lead me to someone who does. I was naive to think it'd be easy as showing up here and collecting the prize. No. Instead, I'm going to take him far from this place, take my time, introduce him to some of my least savory friends. We'll find out the truth. Prinz musters some courage. You'll never make it out of the city. Core will hunt you. They'll find and punish you for what you've done here tonight. Quiet, Prinz. Listen to your colleague, Prinz. You'll have plenty of opportunities to talk once we're away from here. As loud as the rain is, it cannot compete with the crashing noise behind you. You turn and see Grish marching towards you. Oh no! Okay, step away, pirate. Glad you could join us, Grish. I was just about to make my goodbyes. Grish growls and reaches for his disc. Proxy pulls hers down and holds it to Prinz's neck. Not another millimeter guard. Hands by your sides and disc on your back. Grish does as he's told and Proxy withdraws her disc a little. It stays in her hand though, ready if needed. Don't test me again, program. Let's all calm down here. Proxy nods. Yes, sound advice. We're all here to do our jobs. Grish steps forward. You're no ally of mine, Query. Well, fine. While we're hiding from this thief, you were freeing our only suspect, working with our enemies. He's not an enemy. Prinz winces, breaking eye contact. Prinz did it. Sierra was all we had, and you let him walk away. You try to play peacemaker out here, but all you do is let the bad ones go free. I thought you were on our side. I thought you sought truth, and wanted answers. Now I see you just want chaos. You forget who you work for. I work for the truth. Do you? You don't seem to have found much of it. Yeah, ask Prinz about that. Ask Core about that. Chris shakes his head. I thought you were a detective, and yet you never questioned your own presumptions. Do we have time for this? Chris growls. Proxy smirks. Prinz pointed it out. I missed it too. We went to visit Cass on our way to hide. Boss wanted to get a sense of them. Well, he did. Prinz speaks croakily, barely audible over the rain. New face. Prinz is a professional host. He knows everyone who regularly passes through here. He'd never met Cass before. What if Cass wasn't a guard? What if Cass was inside something and it exploded, creating Cass? I'm a detective, not a politician. We were focused on the details of Cass's memories. Grish puts his hand up. It doesn't matter. You missed it. Enough. Pettiness like this is why the grid below hates your kind. We struggle and we work, and none of it matters in the face of your mediocrity. Proxy presses something on her back, and a light flashes in a starburst behind her. A wing shoot. She's going to jump. Myself and the administrator here are leaving. Let's keep it simple. Don't follow me, don't try and stop me, and everyone lives. Proxy grabs Prinz. Grish freezes. Prinz looks at you, wide-eyed with fear. Let her go. You do nothing. Gripping Prinz tightly, Proxy walks back to the edge. She smiles. A pleasure working with you, Query. I hope we meet again someday. I wasn't working with you. I just wasn't opposing you. And with that, she jumps backwards off the edge, falling quickly out of view. Grish is gonna kill me. Like, literally probably attack me. Grish is stunned. He walks forward, muttering under his breath, before turning angrily to you. This is your fault. These answers are awful, and I don't like them. I'm sorry. Grish doesn't turn back from the edge of the landing pad. We're not going to have a conversation. We're not going to figure out the blame or plan a solution. You're my enemy now, Query. I won't stand between you and your investigation. Core wants you here, but we are not allies. I'm going to put things back together inside. I'm going to resume the lockdown. I'm going to try and keep everyone who remains safe. Do what you have to do, and then leave. He turns, and without looking at you, marches back into the building. You are alone now. You have no idea what happens next. You have a lead. That's something. Lost faith. Allow an important program to be taken. Nice. Don't care about that, asshole. Let's go back to the vault. You return to the vault, a little shaken by recent events. It's cold in here as the landing pad, but at least it's drier. Cass is waiting and walks up to you as you enter. Are you okay, Query? Strange to be the one in need of comfort, but Cass has obviously noticed something in your demeanor. Is Cass a user? And was that explosion Cass's arrival? A lot's happening. A I've heard programs whispering. I assume you'll tell me when you think you need to. I'm sure it'll be okay. You nod. Tell me how long you've been a guard. I don't know. I seem young, so maybe not very long? Cass looks at you quizzically. There's something you're not saying. Do you know something new? I'd like to hear it if you do. Cass has always been direct with you. You owe them the same. I've heard you're a new face around here. They ponder it. I thought Prinz seemed strange when meeting me. Stranger, I suppose. I don't have a frame of reference, but if you say so, I believe you. They glance down at their uniform, resplendent. Then they take their identity disc from their back. Want to help me get to the bottom of this? You hesitate. Chat, what do you think about these options? What do you guys think about these options? Emperor Legend says they're all bad. Yeah, that's not the first time in this game that they've had all bad responses. And I've already reassured Cass in the past that that they don't need to share their disc with me if they don't want to. But they were very motivated to regain their memories. Are you lying? Let's do Are You Lying to Me, Cass? It seems like there should be one, yes, let's do that. And there, yeah. Are you lying to me, Cass? If I am, I'm lying to myself too. Help me figure it out? Cass smiles sweetly and hands you the disc. When you take it, they put their hand on your shoulder. Am I about to get derezzed? Thank you, friend. Maybe this will be the last time. We'll figure out that I'm a janitor, and we can all go home. Hip says, if I wanted all bad options, I'd just deal with real life shit. That's too real, Cam. That's too real. Defrag. Okay. Clear 10 cards is the goal. These cards have objectives of their own. What?
Damn, no!
Cam, yes.
Nice. What do you mean these cards have objectives of their own? What does that mean? You want me to do this? Why do you want... Oh. Oh. Swappers switch position with each other, foiling your plans the moment you make a move. Well, you can plan for the swap. But why are... Okay. Think fast, program. Why are you doing this? Why are you telling me how you've never... It's never been good. Ever. Alright. So 3 out of 10 cards. There should be... 9 left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More than that. So we can definitely unlock the disc color. If we, solve this. So, I can still grab the ones that are gonna flippity flop if I need to, like that. Yeah, I don't see the problem with this. It's just silly. So 2 and 1 are going to swap. So we'll just get rid of 2. get rid of one. Oh, I see. Then they're sort of respawning. Alright, that's fine. Oh, okay, so let's undo that move. There we go. Solve a disk with swapper errors is the achievement. New memory, the silhouette view. The cell was cold, the light within it dull, purple. Cass sat at its center, cuffed and on their knees. No idea how long they'd been there, no knowledge of where there even was. The door in front of Cass opened. A figure entered, tall, silhouetted by the light behind them. You alright, kid? Light glistened against the rim of the white armor of the figure, gold details glowing. You look cold. Cass nodded, a whisper escaping. Yes. Alright, I can help with that. The silhouette bent down to a knee, placing garments in front of Cass. Don't tell anyone where you got these. I'm not meant to fraternize. You're dangerous. Cass nodded, reaching forward with their cuffed hands, feeling for the fabric of the guard uniform dropped between them. The silhouette stepped back. Be quiet. Be safe. They can't keep you here forever. And with that, the silhouette left. The door slammed shut. Dim purple light again. Oh. Cass falls to the ground in front of you. Oh no. Oh no. You kneel down in front of them. What did you see? I saw everything. Cass is confused, their eyes darting around. They stand back up a little unsteady. Did you see? In the cloud. Did you see what I saw? You saw something. It was hazy, uncertain, a silhouette. A friend. Friend? Not a friend, not to begin with. No, that figured was the guard assigned to my cell. So this was their cell? A beat, you're confused. I was a prisoner, query, somewhere cold and dark. Not this place, somewhere else. I was locked in a box. For as long as I've been alive, I've been locked in a box. So how did you get here? I was transported, dropped off. I've been a prisoner for so long. The guard in my memory, he gave me this uniform, took pity on me. You said it was cold. They nod, yes. It is fascinating to me that out of all my memories, the key was a good program who did me a kindness. Well, one kindness among many cruelties. He kept me locked up, probably helped with my transfer here. Why were you transferred? I think I'm on my way somewhere else. Cora was moving me because of what happened at the prison. A look of terrified realization crosses Cass's face. I'm the explosive. This was me. I was moved here on my way to a more secure location because it's happened before. I'm the danger. Explosive? How do you survive that? Confusion. I don't know. None of this makes sense. Cass is overwhelmed, scared. It's all flooding back. I need time to process it, but I'm not sure the crime you were brought here to investigate happened. Yup. Yup. I think I might be in a lot of trouble. They inhale slowly. If you have questions, I can answer them, but I think I need some space for a couple of millicycles. How long were you locked up? I don't know. The memories overlap, fuse. I don't know their order, their causality. I have no idea how long I was there before I moved here. What causes the explosion? I don't know. I'm guessing it's involuntary? I have to believe I didn't do this on purpose. They don't seem completely convinced of that, but this wouldn't be the first case you've seen where a program convinced themselves of their own innocence. Do not poke the nuke. Cam says, don't make an explosion upset Skippy. Oh, so very upset. They did, Grish did note that I like to cause chaos, but the character doesn't. So I'm trying not to, but I am trying to piss off and frustrate the establishment, because, as noted at the very beginning of the game, this character does not like the fact that information is censored and kept here away from the public who could use it to lead better lives. Yeah, this character approached very much. Yeah, damn the man is kind of my MO, that's true. But also, I think that person who was zooming away on the light cycle when we approached, why haven't we brought them up at all? Like, and they were being chased by someone. So why aren't they a suspect? A defense mechanism, maybe? Tell me about the guard who gave you these clothes. He was called Hori, I think. Kinder than he needed to be. He smuggled me in a uniform. Told me it was old, nobody would miss it. It was so cold in that cell. Thank the users for his small kindness. Indeed. I think Core is likely angry with us both. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. At least in my case, I can claim ignorance. What are they going to do? Continue to lock me up? I freed Sierra. I can do the same for you. I heard a little of that. It was the right thing for you to do, given what you knew. I'm proud of you. It also tells me that I can trust you. That matters tonight. No more questions. Rest. Okay, thank you, Query. You let yourself out as Cass looks across the city through the hole they made. That's not the only gap here. There are more threads that you know you'll need to pull on before the night is over. This doesn't add up yet. I'm not sure how this is a 2-hour game. Even with the chitty chatterooing that we've been doing. So I think we should go back to the library and ask Ada about Cass. There's a coldness to the library as you approach. Why is everything so cold all of a sudden? You help Sierra escape. It feels strangely empty without Sierra at its center. Ada stands on the platform he occupied, looking over at her garden.
Skifford G.
Welcome on in, Zaliser. Welcome on in. Great to see you. In the library with the candlestick? Exactly. Thanks, Izzy. 100%. It feels strange. She seems lost in thought as you approach. You've had quite the evening. Things do keep happening. That does appear to be a unifying law of the grid, doesn't it? You both smile, a little exhausted. It's been a long night. How are you? I don't care about the trees. I'm alright. I've been shielded from much of tonight's events. It's been a little lonely since Sierra left, but it was the right decision. Sierra did nothing wrong. You were right to do something. You changed the subject. Prince is gone. Ada nods. Grish informed me he said that Cora will assign a new administrator in a few centicycles. Oh wait, that was my duty. Oh, that was your day. Yeah, that's true, Izzy. That's true. It was Colonel Mustard.
That's not a tree. See, I got tricked. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree.
It's a tree.
This is a tree. I was lied to. Oh, I was not.
Not sad to lose him or Core have an endless supply of administrators? Of course, they collect bureaucrats like I collect data. I hope the authorities can retrieve him from the thief. I'm sure there are those who miss him. I am cursed with a greater perspective than most. I've worked with many administrators. They tend to be of a type. Ada looks around the library. Earlier, I described this place as a garden, a curated space for information, and to an extent that's true. Core allows me my garden because they know this data has value, more so if they keep it locked away. But that is their motivation, not mine. Ada looks down at the empty platform left by Sierra. I don't think anything is achieved by locking away things the powerful find intimidating. I think maybe you agree with that sentiment. She locks eyes with you. Are we gonna go get ice cream? What is gonna happen here? No, not sentiment, action. You freed Sierra. You did what needed to be done, regardless of the consequences. It was the right thing to do. She nods. It was, and he was innocent. He was also good company. I hope to see him again. Either way, you made the right choice. I want to follow your example. It feels like a night for making the difficult but right decision. Yay, I inspired Ada to help. I want to help you with Cass. It feels like you're close to closure. I want to be there for them. My trees will be safe without me. Alright. I'll go up to the vault, check on them. I imagine I'll see you there again soon. She brushes past you, moving to the exit. You stand alone in the library, the entirety of history before you. You could spend cycles here and barely scratch the surface. Another time. Well, I definitely want to follow her directly, because that's really where... Well, yeah, they're at the vault. I'm at the library. Lobby. Yeah, let's go to the vault. Maybe we're coming in on the end. The vault feels a little warmer. You inspired Ada to help. Cass stands next to Ada by the vault. They are discussing the city below as you approach. Hello, Query. I see you made it up here, Ada. It did. Cass has been explaining more of their situation to me. It's fascinating. Sorry, that diminishes the challenges you face, child. No, I understand. I think I'd find it fascinating too in your position. Cass points to the city below. I want so much to go down there, to be among the programs, drink some energy, ride a light cycle, maybe take in the games. I don't think I've ever had that freedom. If I did, it was long ago. Before I got locked in a tower. Is he friggin' Rapunzel? Is Cass Rapunzel? Or they? Are they Rapunzel? Still no memory of why? None at all. I'm eager for answers, though. I'll do whatever it takes. Maybe the memory of why you're here, of the cause of the explosion, is still hidden on your disk. Cass takes a deep breath. So why... Okay. If Cass generated the explosion, and it had a serious effect on memories, is Cass a virus? Could Cass be a computer virus? Huh. Because we've seen the automata, which are like machine learning algorithms, right? Communist machine learning algorithms, but whatever. I wonder if Cass is a virus. Emberlander says your face is a computer virus. Bam. Oh, that's the wrong button, Skippy. I'm not blaming you, Amber Lantern, but I am looking at you sternly. I meant to do this. Bam, in chat. Kim says Cass is malware. Yeah, maybe Cass is malware. Could be, for sure, but this seems like a risky stone to turn. It might not be safe. I know the detective wants to help me, But do you want to be here for this, Ada? I don't want you to get hurt. Malware with a conscience. Cass is what happens if you click on 100% off on Temu. Oh no. Cass is the remnants of LimeWire. Ada takes Cass's hand. I want to start helping. Okay. If we both die and get like exploded by a virus, it's gonna be great. Do it, Query. You take the disc from Cass and begin. It's past time to uncover their final mystery. There were more mysteries to unlock. Spawner errors cause affected cards to regenerate previously cleared cards. Great. So you want to try to do this. Let me grab this one and go here. Oh, they're timing down? Is that what's happening? What? I don't see what you're doing here. I don't understand at all what that was, but okay. Try to stay ahead. It's not in the right spot. And so you screwed me, game. How dare you? Alright, so I see. So once we want to get rid of these ones before they blow up, is what I'm seeing. But I also need to clear 9 cards of the same suit consecutively. Trejo says, Cass is a Trojan virus, convinces you to bring it in and then kaboom. Cam says, Trejo, stop reading my mind. It says, maybe you're just broadcasting your thoughts. Cam says, think super hard. Alright, 9 of the same suit consecutively. Alright. Let's do some prep work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to do the circles unless we back up our moves, which we can definitely do. Alright. So let's do circles. So we need to get rid of some triangles. Do that one. That's too far away. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of this one and this one. So now can we start? I think we should be able to get. Let's also do this one. All right. All right, let's get rid. This is gonna make it weird for sure, but let's try anyway. Of the same, clear 9 cards of the same suit. True, I'm not a Ford. Like a Skip Ford, better than a Skip Chrysler. I mean, I guess. Izzy says, back down, ass up. So we do this one to start. And then we do this one. And do this one. It's too far away. But that will do this. What? Oh no, that's the wrong. Okay. Right. 7. Oh, I need 2 more? I may have miscalculated, you guys. No, I did not. No, that's only 8? Okay. As he says, go get a calculator or a spreadsheet. Then no, I'll figure this out. You hush up. All right, let's actually go back. Quite a few. Okay, that's where I wanted to be. All right. So.
That's not a tree. See, I got tricked. This is a tree.
Hi, Mosier.
This is a tree.
Hi, Mosier.
This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree, and this is a tree.
Welcome on
I
in.
was lied to. Oh, I was not.
Welcome on in, Mosier. So let's get rid of this. And then get rid of this. Okay. And then do this. And then do this. Okay. And then do this. Do this. This. And then this. Okay. So I've got the 9 out of 9 to get an unlocked disc color. Now I need to get down to 4 in total, which I can do. Let's see. We can go do this to get rid of... Okay, that happened. And we want to get rid of that one. And we want to get rid of this one. And this 4 is a problem. But I don't think we're going to get a triangle closer to it. Seems to be difficult. Oh, I screwed that up. Let's undo that move. I want that one to... Alright, so we do this. We do this. Oh, it took too many moves. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Let's... Womp womp, right? So let's do... Just clear out some stuff that we can clear out. Whether or not it's actually gonna... Yeah, do that thing. Triangle 2, okay. So this 2 is a problem, but That's not a terrible problem. Alright, so this 8, we can get rid of that one there. The 7, we do this. We can get rid of the 7. Get rid of the 6. This 4. Yikes. Maybe not. Okay. 0. 4. Oh, that's a problem. Unless we can get rid of the 5, which we can. And this one goes here. Boom. Yes! Yes! We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Alright, new discolor green. View. Flashes, flickers of potential futures. A program fighting thousands of enemies getting hurt. A cycle chased by hundreds. Glitches, errors, shifting realities, repeated realities. The city falling apart, torn apart. Great wars between programs. Resets and errors. Battles and defragmentation in the streets, and then nothing. What? What? You both stagger a little at what you just saw. Oh no. You give the disc back to Cass, feel a tension flow through you. Ada is confused. Are we trying for a smooch bot ending or something? No, I'm just trying to play the game. I'm not trying. I wouldn't mind smooching Ada. I would not mind my character smooching Ada at all. Ada's purple. Ada is confused. What? What happened? I saw it. I always see it. Oh, users. You know what you both saw. Everything falling apart. The grid itself disintegrating, de-resing into a million fractured pieces. A terrible future. What was that? Cass stumbles back from you. They are holding their head in their hands, tears in their eyes, their voice quivering. The end of everything. Collapse. They are a virus. They are absolutely a virus. Was this a different grid? This one. Explosion, a reaction, a realization. The grid is ending. It can't be stopped. Each time I realize that, Ada says, you can't possibly know what's coming. How do you know this is real? I know. They locked me up because I'm the only one who sees it. How? I see the end of things in the data. Complex. Cause and effect. Every raindrop, every blinking light of the city. Truth encoded. What truth? You see it too. The end of the world. Cass begins to shake, continuing to hold their head in their hands. The realization is tearing them apart. No time. Ask me your questions. Last chance. Is he going to explode again? He's going to explode again. She knows what's coming. Ayo! Thanks, Mosier. Thanks, Mosier. How long do we have? I don't know. Maybe 300 cycles? Not enough time to fix it. You can't possibly know that. Cass looks defeated. Why would the grid have a limited duration? Temporary home. Flynn's backup. Ada nods. We were never meant to be here this long. He never came back. Now I know, how am I not exploding? Cass laughs. Ada spots something you don't. Because we're not smart enough. Unlocked the sky outside? The wall of the vault is supposedly as strong as its door. Both did little to stop the damage of this explosion. The result is an ad hoc window to the grid below. Small sparks and detritus fall to the park below as the embers of the explosion's destruction fade away. Nobody out there has any idea what happened. Right now, you're not sure they ever will. The truths you are uncovering may be swept away, buried in a vault like this one. For now, such thoughts serve no purpose. Because we're not smart enough. You didn't see for yourself. Secondhand. You trust, but you can't see. You think you can save us. Your hope blocks your destruction. We have to tell everyone. Cass smiles through the pain. I'm telling you. That must be managed. This is dangerous information. Cass winces. Everyone has a right to know. I can wipe your memory if you want? Small smile. That's okay. Explosion will do that anyway. There has to be a way for us to help you. There isn't, but thank you. How did it happen so fast this time? More input, you, the city. So much data, faster realization. I have nothing more to ask. Cass takes a deep breath. There's a flutter to their light. They're destabilizing. They walk out to the edge of the vault. Reset coming. Help me figure this out after. Stay back. Ada lunges towards Cass at a sprint. No, Ada, why? You have to let me help you. I can help you manage this information. Curate. The blast rings through the vault. Ada gets derezzed. Hot light knocks you from your feet. Time itself seems to stop for a moment. You taste iron and electricity as your face smashes into the hard floor of the vault. And then silence. You stand up, dust yourself off. The sizzle of broken light echoes through the cavernous vault. There is no sign of Ada, derezzed by the blast. Aww. There's nothing you could have done. And there, on the edge of the blasted vault hole, lies the fragile figure of Cass. You place the finger on their neck, Feel the reassuring pulse of energy flow. They're unconscious, but they function. You are consumed by a need to tell someone what happened, to make it real, to communicate. Grish needs to hear about this. You only hope he'll listen. Software conflict. Witness another disaster. Alright, we don't know... Well, no, I guess now we know where Grish is. Lobby. Grish stands alone in the lobby, his back to you. He's just ushered a program out of the entrance. The last of a full evacuation? Hearing your footsteps, he turns and immediately grimaces. How dare you show your face? Stand down. He lowers his eyes. You don't give me orders, program, not after what you've done. He charges at you, grabbing you by the neck and lifting you off your feet. He barks in your face, his light pulsing as the rage flows through him. You have destroyed this place. You have gotten people hurt. You do not get to tell me how you feel about my mood. Definitely it's the last one. Or I think that's actually a shut up. So we're going to do gack. I beg your pardon, program? Gack! He drops you, sprawling you on the floor. You speak quietly as you hold your throat. I said I'm not your enemy. And yet you are the cause of every problem I've encountered since the explosion. The first one, Grish looms over you. You've caused a trail of destruction, wiped out any chance I had of cleaning the mess your little friend in the vault caused. He sees confusion cross your face. It baffles you that I might know something you haven't told me, doesn't it? I investigated Query even without you. But you couldn't stop an investigation regardless of your kind's rules. You had to intervene. I had no choice tonight. I hope that lie doesn't comfort you. Bullshit. Literally the prompts gave me no choice. No prompts. I have no idea where Prinz is. I might never find him because you took it upon yourself to let a monster in the building. Prinz is gone, and for what? So you could befriend a bomb with a heart of gold? We have to tell the rest. You have to put me in touch with Core. That's my job. I need to report to Core, right? Grish holds up a hand to silence you. You're still acting like you're in charge here, program, which shows you've learned nothing. This is already over. I've already seen you free one criminal tonight. I won't watch you do it a second time. Cass isn't a criminal. You can't stop me. That's not what I'm suggesting. Cass isn't a criminal. No, I suppose not. They're a weapon with no safety and no control. A criminal can be imprisoned or rehabilitated. A weapon must be disarmed. I want to say this as clearly as I can. I'm not making threats. I'm telling you what will happen if you try to do something stupid. Whatever trust there was between us died on that landing pad. Grish puts a hand on your shoulder, firm, threatening. While being choked by a Wookiee. Han, there's still a chance to save Han. Yep. I need you to hear this. You're going to leave the way you came in, and you're not coming back. He points the other hand to the door. Now. Cass told me something terrifying. Grish smirks cruelly. I don't care, program. It doesn't matter. I'm going to restore order. The evacuation is complete. I'm going to find Cass. I'm going to lock them in another vault. And I'm going to summon Core to take them away. I will do these things, and then I will begin to rebuild everything you disrupted. First, you will leave. Grish lifts his hand off your shoulder. There's no choice this time. But not in the way he means. Don't do it, program. Do it. You turn and run towards the elevator, full tilt. You hear the smash of Grish's boots behind you as he gives chase. You're a fool! Fair. Diving into the elevator, you press a button to close his Perspex door. He smashes on it with a fist. There's more to this than you understand, Grish. No, this is simple. You are a fool who doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe, but you have to finish this right. Get out of that elevator, program. He punches the Perspex. It cracks under his fist. If you do this, I will be right behind you, and I won't hesitate to finish this. You didn't dodge the light cycle. You walk into danger. You don't care what impact you have. The programs your ignorance might interrupt. I should have left you there on the sidewalk. Maybe you're right. He backs away from the glass. Open it. You shake your head. You look at the crack in the door. It won't hold up to another swing. You enter a sequence to the elevator's keypad, activating a lock on elevator control. An old DOT trick. What are you doing? Moser says, don't threaten us with a good time, Grish, right? If Grish wants to get where you're heading, he'll need to use the stairs. You enter the code for the landing pad. I'm sorry. The elevator ascends. Grish locks eyes with you just as he disappears out of view. Grish is coming for you! It's not over. Alright, can't go back to the lobby. Library. Vault. Landing pad. Admin office. Core's gotta be in the library. Nothing more for you here. The library's empty. Ada's trees remain. You're sure someone will come for them soon. Oh, I guess not. Space Eagle says I could use some good time threatening. Alright, there's another person in the library. I guess we go to the vault? I don't know where Core is. The vault is in pieces. Cass is gone. Eve. That's smart for Cass to go. Landing pad? That's where Cass is. Okay. For a moment, the sky is clear above the landing pad. You see Cass sat at its edge, feet hanging over. They turn to you as you approach. Hello. You smile. Hello, Cass. They return your smile. Is that my name? Confusion crossed their face. Do we know each other? You stand next to them, look out at the city below. It's different than it was earlier, more fragile. We've spent a lot of time together tonight. Yes, you're Query, right? You're a detective? You smile and nod. They smile. Are you here to help me? I hope so. Cass looks a little frightened. They hold on a little tighter to the edge of the pad. Have you been down there? It's so beautiful, so intricate. The light of hundreds of thousands of programs mingling, glowing together. I wish I remembered what it was like to be there. You realize there's every chance they've never actually set foot on the ground. I need you to help me remember. You can rebuild identity discs, right? You nod. They take the disc from their back. Please. This will be a little faster now, as you already know who Cass is, and the view seems to be anchoring them. Are you sure you want to know? I am. You take the disc, weigh it in your hands. Why am I doing this again, instead of running from Grish? 8 adjacent cards consecutively. Okay. That's interesting. What? Oh, we got the Spinny Boys. Okay. Where's the other Spinny Boys? Here. Here. Spinny Boy here. Spinny Boy here. Okay. There, we got the unlock location. A location? Wonder if that's where Core is. Alright, our target is 4. Alright, oh, it moved immediately. Okay. I mean... Let's see. And this is where we get down to brass tacks. Location, location, location. Correct. Ores are too far away from each other. I think these are too far. Yeah, those are too far. Do I have any moves? I have no moves, so I have to undo. Okay. Oh, it's too close. Let's undo another move. There we go. The vault was cold. Memory of an explosion lingered. A noise by the elevator, a figure approached, a tall figure wearing a long coat and a quizzical expression. The confused program looked up exhausted. What happened? The confused one asked. The inquisitive program asked his questions. He seemed kind, but the questions were difficult. The answers blurry, distant. If you'll let me, I can skim your disk. The confused one nodded. They didn't understand the words, but the tone was warm, reassuring. They knew that they needed help, and this program seemed eager to provide it. The stranger took the disk from the unsettled program's back. He helped. He said his name was Query. They begin crying. Console them. You put a hand on their shoulder. You look at their disk. You've never worked with one like it. Impossible complexities, unimaginable data density. You just dropped a lot of knowledge on Cass all at once. You might be out of your depth. You're definitely out of your depth. I'm so sorry. Cass shakes their head. You didn't do anything but try to help me. Cass looks up. I don't think I've ever been outside without rain before. They seem startled by it. It happens occasionally. They look around. Feels like clarity, like the grid pausing for breath. You smile at their poetry. They wipe their face with a sleeve. Sniff. I'm worried there aren't many cycles left. There has to be a way to stop it. Cass looks at you with sympathy. I like that that's where your code goes, but no, it's an inevitability of the framework of the grid. Only a user could fix it, and I don't see any. Sierra would agree. We need backups, Query. I need you to copy my observations, my knowledge of what's coming. I'm an unreliable vessel for it. I don't think I have the capacity. Oh, I think you have a capacity far greater than you know. Besides, it doesn't have to be all of it. Just enough to evidence to pass along to others. They gesture to their disk, still held firmly in your right hand. Copy it. You nod, taking your own disk from your back and placing the two on top of each other. Here goes nothing. More puzzle? Clear 5 distant cards consecutively. And this is going to add back in old shit, so that should actually make that achieving that easier. So distant cards. So like that. Yep. Okay. So if I do this one, there's another one, and I do it's too far. Crashing. Good night, all. Good night, Cam. Smooching eminent. Oh no, Izzy. Treya says, just beware the hungry monster lurking beneath the cards. The card shark. Thanks so much, Treos. You're always such a beacon of light. Okay, one more. There we go. Alright, we'll get rid of that one. That one's too close. Three. Six still over here. This is 7. With the nearby enough to get rid of that one. So, about the 0. If I could get rid of the 5 or the 6. Got like this. And then I can, nope, that was undo that move. Do that. That. That 7 was too far. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, but I can do this, right? Nope. Why? Oh, that's silly me. Silly Skippy. Tricks are for hookers. I can get rid of that. And I can get rid of that finally. Get rid of that one. That one's going to go no matter what I do. So let's just get rid of that one. It's too far. That'll do. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright then. Alright then. There we go. Silly rabbi kicks her for oh my god. Why? Why, Ember Lantern? Alright, let's view the memory. Oh. It's in hex. Back. Continue. As your hand casts its disc back to them, your eyes pulse. So much new data. Much of it is indecipherable, but another program will understand it if it comes to that. Cass smiles. How does that feel? Overwhelming. Now it's their turn to reassure. You don't need to read the data. Let it sit within until someone else needs it. You act like you're not going to make it. Cass looks down at the grid and says nothing. You let Proxy in. The rain starts up again. At that moment, Grish bursts through the door to the landing pad. He pants, frustrated and exhausted from the climb. Stop! Hands where I can see them. Cass raises their hands. It's okay. It isn't. We're not a danger to you. Grish draws his disc. I saw what was left of Ada in the vault. It's over. Prince is gone because of you. You think I'll let you risk anyone else for this freak? Ah, Grish. Cass comes with me. We're going to head back to the vault. You'll be safe. More importantly, the rest of us will be too. If I get in the way, then my data, the data I just got, not much, Mosier. Not much is left of Ada. Can't let you do that. Grish laughs, enraged. Why is that? Take a deep breath. They've got to get their truth out. Grish scowls. The end of the grid? You believe that? How could they possibly know? It's a lie to garner sympathy and make you feel like just enough of a hero to help them escape. You're no detective. I'm done talking. Grish readies his disc, aiming at Cass. Come with me or it ends here. I gotta do nothing. Because if I go... Chat, what should I do? What do you think? Out of pocket. Oh no, there's a clip Mosier made. Nothing? Mosier says nothing. Ember Lantern says stand between. Then I will definitely de-res. Or throw disc. And likely get de-resed. Definitely not nothing. Ooh. Okay, we've got two diametrically opposed answers in chat. I do have their info, Izzy. I do. That's correct. If I throw the disc, that's got the info too on it. Nothing is like the DOT thing. That is correct. It is the DOT thing to do. It's why I let what's-her-face into the building. No, not Department of Transportation. Disciples of Tron. Preo says, yeah, doing nothing sounds like them. Alright, that's 2 votes for doing nothing. And 1 for doing something. Anybody else? Alright, we're gonna do nothing. Cass reaches for their back, fumbling, not used to a quick draw. Grish laughs. As you wish, program. He throws his disc at them. It's coldly precise. They didn't stand a chance. You saw Cass de-resed. As Cass disintegrates, they turn to look at you, a small smile. Yeah, I figured. And then nothing. It's over. Grish yells at you. Leave. Now. He goes back into the building. An innocent program's function comes to an end. So much lost. It's your fault. It's done. Who just yeets discs anyway? You step outside. What's the new location, though? The city below is exactly how you left it, utterly ignorant of the events that you've witnessed and impacted tonight. But not for long. You stop, standing in place, the enormity of what has happened firing through you. Yeah, now I can release the info. That's true. That's what I was... Out here, alone in the rain, you have a moment to collect your thoughts. Review what happened here. You take your disc in your hands, turning it, reviewing it. It certainly needs a defrag, but you've done enough of that already. You activate it, reading your data and thinking about what you saw tonight. The programs you met. Oh wow, we can go through all of these. Krish was the first program you met. At least, you set the right tone by standing up to that light cycle. You worked with him for a while, but he showed where his priorities were when Proxy arrived. And he sure as NCOM hated you after what happened to Prinz. Unlikely you'll see him again. Probably for the best. Prinz. The repository is as much a representation of Prinz as anything else. His faith and fealty define the possibility space available to you. You feel terrible about what happened. He paid the price for the decisions you made here tonight. No! He paid the price for his own goddamn decisions. No. I disagree entirely. You let Proxy kidnap Prinz. Wherever he is, you hope he still functions. Cass. Cass began as a mystery, but turned into something greater. Something dangerous to the grid and to those who would control it. You watched them cease function up there on the landing pad. You saw Cass Derez. Grish will pay for that. Will he? Logs will be written about Cass. Somewhere another data tree is sprouting. A comforting thought. Sierra. Whichever way it had gone with Sierra, he would have your sympathy. A program trapped in an alien set of constraints and politics. He didn't deserve what happened to him tonight. At least in the end, you could grant him his freedom. Regardless, he will remember what Kor did. He will tell his people, and it will have consequences. Ada. Your thoughts on Ada are mixed, and even now you're not sure whose side she was really on. The things you could learn in that library, if ever they let you back in. Without Ada, you're unsure what Kor will do to her garden. A new guardian will be necessary. Proxy. Despite what happened, you find it hard to hate Proxy. The pirate was no more self-interested than most of the other programs you met up there. She is dangerous, though, and well-resourced. Her impact could resound further through the grid. You wonder if anyone will ever find the user key she was looking for. You hope not. Think about something else. The things you learned. The grid is ending. the folks we failed to smooch along the way, that's true. Cass saw what they saw, and now you've seen it too. It's supposed to be 2 O's. This place, this world, is going to stop. Only a few hundred cycles, a couple of user years, and everything you know will be lost. You entertain the idea that something can be done, but you've seen where good intentions can lead. You will be haunted by this knowledge. Kor are tightening their grip. Kor's enthusiasm for control seems stronger now than ever. You see that now that the repository is a prototype for a more regimented grid. It won't happen fast, feature creep rarely does, but little by little, Kor will expand their silent oversight. Cass's data is a direct affront to their dogma, information they will seek to limit too. Automata are connecting. Sierra's presence was an indicator. Automata are no longer keeping themselves to themselves in the sprawl. They're reaching out to the rest of society. Their philosophy and questions will gain volume. There are many who will find that challenging. Outsider programs, a criminal landed a recognizer on a Kor stronghold tonight. Proxy would not have come if she were not comfortable, if this place did not feel within her grasp. This may be a natural escalation, a reaction to Kor's confidence. It will have been noticed by others. Considering. Choices yet to come. You ponder your next move. Kor will not be happy with your handling of things. It's likely the DOT will feel similarly. You got their asset derezzed, priceless data swept away by wind and rain. Of course, they don't know you have what you have. These are boring answers. There are better answers. There are so much better answers. And here at the end, I know endings are hard. I know that personally. But also, come on. And yeah, I think so too, Treos, but the phrasing, come on. You tell yourself you could fight them. As long as you have your disc, you still have a chance. But you won't. What? Horsepower is unavoidable. No, you'll resist. But in the face of that power, you know you must resist. If it's a fool's errand, then you'll be the fool. I don't like... No. Don't argue with me about my choices. Game. Don't argue. It's at the end. What are you doing? Better a fool than a coward. Whatever comes next, you'll face that too. You ponder something else. You're ready to leave. You look at your disc. For all the memories of tonight and plans for the future, the thing that matters most is a memory that isn't even yours. Cass's revelation is incendiary, necessary. And now it exists only on this one fragile object belonging to one fragile program. Or will de-res you for it if they can. You replace the disc on your back and head forward. This may be the end of line, but it's not the end of your program. Or the grid. Not yet. You've learned one thing tonight. It's that great truths cannot be contained in small boxes. Dependencies and compound errors will always make themselves known. This revelation, this prophecy, won't be contained either. The loop cannot be broken without a change in conditions. You'll find a way. Recompiling. So... I would have written it differently. It's at several key points. At several key points. Yes, always let the credits go. Always let the credits go, Space Pickle. Everybody on here deserves their mention, right? So definitely let the credits go. You watch credits for every movie? Nice. I think I do too. Maybe not every movie, but a lot of movies. I think this is meant to be played again, which is why the all the color unlocking happened that we did, and that I guess we unlocked a new location in the tower. So that's a possibility. I don't know that I'll come back to this. With all the other games I have to play, I'm not sure I'll come back to this. There were several key moments where the writing was a little bit... I liked that it wasn't an actual terrorist, but I did not like that I could not report that to Core. Also, Core should have known? Also, what is Core? Is Core like the MCP? Is it an OS level program? What was Core, and why couldn't we report to Core? Since Core was what summoned us. Not Prinz, not Grish, Core. So if we report to Core, but Core knew, right? Core knew who was in there. Probably. It's CloudStrike. Yeah, it's kind of like CloudStrike. Absolutely. But it's on one machine. It's not a network. Right? The grid is on this computer that you see right here on the screen. This gigantor computer. And there's the grid. So I have to think that Core is like the MCP. Similar to, not exactly like, but similar to the MCP from the first Tron movie in the 80s. 70s? Late 70s? Anyway, I enjoyed the game. Definitely enjoyed it. As a writer, I have some things I would do differently. especially at the end. But yeah, Core needed to be a character, or at least a presence, because why are we reporting to minions if the minions don't even know what happened or what was in there? It seemed like an artificial difficulty put into place that extended the story, the game, when maybe the story didn't support it being extended. Treos, that was never made clear whether Core was a single entity or a group. It could be a group. It could be an organization like a corporation, or like a larger application composed of microservices. Yeah. So I definitely enjoyed the game, and you guys know I loves me some Tron. So we will check this off and put this in the completed list. And I think we may head back to Talos Principle 2, the DLC. Your face is an artificial difficulty. Thanks, Mosher. I think next time we're going to head back to some Talos Principle 2 DLC. I think. Well, next time, technically tomorrow, is going to be a test co-working stream. That's the plan anyway. Or the Parabox thing. Mosier did send me a Yule gift of a game called Parabox. Mosier, is that game infinite or does it have an end? Robot smooching? Izzy, nobody ended up smooching, and none of these games are smooching. I keep ending up with playing games that don't have any smooching. How dare? How dare? 2 boxes. Mosier says it seems like a puzzler with recursive elements. Yeah. And recursive implies possibly infinite. So, we'll see. I will definitely give it a shot, but not next, Mosier. Not next. I think I want to go back to Talos Principle 2 and play that DLC and get some more a pair of box. Thanks Izzy. 100% speed run in an hour and an infinite game. That's right. That's how this is gonna go. It's fantastic. How dare? Anywho, yeah. So hold on. Let's do a thing.
Damn it, Izzy, that's not helping.
Accurate. You've been watching on twitch.tv/skipforj, where I stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. Eastern and one day on the weekend. 1 week later, those videos go live on YouTube at youtube.com/skipforj, where they're grouped by game into playlist and ordered chronologically, so you can watch the playthrough from beginning to end. If you'd like to support me, you can check out my coffee at ko-fi.com/skipforj and buy me a coffee there, and boy howdy, I love coffee. Love it. Or you can check out my Writery goodness over at davidmcrampton.com. My works of fiction are available in both dead tree and electronic formats there. Or you can check out Fight or Flight, FOFcomic.com. That's my webcomic. It's got robots in it. Not yet any smooching, though. Mosier says the game has over 350 handcrafted puzzles which are designed to make you think, but also to guide you and showcase the beauty of the system. Each puzzle contains a new idea. There is no filler. Nice. He says, yeah, I have enough points for a sound clip, but Ember Lantern needs theirs first. They absolutely do, yes. And we'll get working on making that a possibility. Absolutely. Remember, you guys. Oh, or you can sub here on Twitch.
That's not a tree. See, I got tricked. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree. This is a tree.
It's a tree.
This is a tree, and this is a tree. I was lied to. Oh, I was not.
Or you could sub here on Twitch. unlock yourself some emotes, give Bezos a little bit more money, and also avoid yourself some ads. So yeah, plenty of ways to support me. Remember, even when you argue with the game's writing, you're awesome, and you've got this.